Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome in to another Football Friday night. It's the DSBN Marco's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week here on DSBN, and we're glad to have you with us on finally a Football Friday night that feels like a Football Friday night weather-wise. Nice, crisp, clear fall morning this morning in Macon, Georgia, 51 degrees. Only got up to about 82. We'll settle down into the high 60s by the time this one's over here tonight. But we are ready for another week of high school football, and tonight we're at the Eagles Nest at Stratford Academy, where it's the 1-2 Stratford Eagles as they play host to 2-0 Fellowship Christian School. And without further ado, I'm going to bring in my longtime broadcast partner who's here with us. He is the man. He knows as much about high school football as anybody in our area. You can hear him each and every week on DSBN Sports, our Gridiron Gab on Thursday night. Tonight he joins me in the booth, John Kosater. John, welcome in. Before we get to this game, we're going to look at some other games around the Middle Georgia area here tonight as well. So there's some pretty big games in our area and even south of here.
Oh, no doubt. It's a big Friday night, perfect weather. And you look at some of the games, this one is a huge game for Stratford, but you look, Warner Robins plays Colquitt County on the road. Jackson plays Howard, huge game. Peach County, Mary Persons. Houston County Veterans, that's just 4 of them. You can't get much better than that. And then you go down to Mount DeSales, traveling to Greene County, FPD hosting Brookstone, and Southwest has to go to Lee County tonight. But just great games across the board.
It is. We'll look at the captains here tonight. First, we'll run them down for you for the Stratford Eagles. They are going to be quarterback number 7, senior Dale Sykes. Wingback number 4, Walden Davis. Junior split in Jack Miskell. And junior center Bond Allman are your 4 captains here tonight for the Stratford Eagles. John, if you would, run down quickly, give us the starters. We'll go with the offense first for Stratford Academy.
Stratford Academy on offense, number 71, playing center, Bond Allman. The guards will be juniors, a pair of juniors, Hunter Hogan and A.J. Stevenson. The tackles, also a pair of juniors, Harrison Tuck and Ben Baxley. The tight end will be a junior, Jace Smith. The split end will be a junior, Jack Miskell. The wingback has one senior, Raylan Jones, and the other one will be junior Walden Davis. The fullback, junior Garrett Solheim, and your quarterback, number 7, who is a senior, Dale Sykes. Russell, lots of juniors out there.
Absolutely, and John will look, if he will, across and get us and mark those captains for the Paladins. We'll run down them on the defensive side of the ball. They'll run a 4-4-3 out of their defensive positions tonight. We'll start it with their 2 defensive ends. Both of them Our juniors, number 12, Brady Niblock, and number 23, Joey Archer. The two tackles, 68, a senior, Ben Rogers. At the other defensive spot, 78, is a junior, Charlie Patterson. Your linebackers will go senior Trexton Lewis, number 9. Junior, number 54, Nathan Nardone. Senior outside linebacker, number 4, Blake Scott. And then Eli Hildebrand, who also is going to double as their quarterback tonight. He is also a junior. Their defensive backs, they'll go junior number 2, Michael Washburn. Number 8, a sophomore, Josh Cole. And defensive back junior number 14, Garrett Holstein. I believe that's pronunciation on him. Holstein, or we'll check that pronunciation. John, you got the captain's scores for the visiting Paladins.
Yes, Fellowship Christian, and Russell thinks my eyes can see that far, but we managed to do it. Captains for Fellowship Christian will be number 68, Ben Rogers. Number 4, Blake Scott. Number 53, Brett Eppinger. And number 9, Trexton Lewis.
We'll check the toss of the coin here. And then we'll run down the offensive starters for the Paladins. John will give us the defensive starters for Stratford. And here's the toss of the coin. Let's see. Well, no, they were fooling us. Well, now they did get a toss of the coin. So the Paladins have won the toss, and they will receive. So let's quickly get the starting lineup on the offensive side. First for Fellowship Christian. At center will go junior number 72, Reed Robinson. Guard will be junior number 54, Nathan Nardone. Guard will be number 77, senior Andrew Jordan. Your two tackles will be a senior number 53, Brett Eppinger, along with junior number 78, Charlie Patterson. Tight end, senior Brady Niblock. He is a junior, number 12, Brady Niblock. The split end will be junior number 3, Jordan Brewer. Your wingbacks will be Trexton Lewis and Josh Cole. Lewis is a senior. Cole is a sophomore, and he'll wear number 8. Running back will be number 17, junior Murphy Reeves, and your quarterback, Eli Hildebrandt, number 7, and they are head coached by Al Morrell. They come into tonight 2-0. They beat Pinecrest 47-14 and beat Walker 47-0. Stratford comes in with a loss to Savannah Country Day in the season opener, 20-7. Then they fell to George Walton here at home, 14-10. Got a win last week against Washington Welch, 14-7. John, you'll finish out the starters for Stratford quickly.
So we're going on the defensive side of the football. You're going to see a lot of the same names. Senior number 61, Kieran McKinnon, is the nose tackle. Defensive ends, senior Davis Crick and junior Hunter Hogan. Outside linebackers, 2 juniors, Jack Miskell and Knox Cleveland. Inside linebackers, junior Stetson Hatcher and a freshman, West Kovacs. Cornerbacks, senior Raylan Jones and junior Walden Davis. And the safeties will be junior Carter Nystrom and junior Ben Jameson.
James Michael Reeves will do the kicking for Stratford. Back deep will be deep for the Paladins will be Murphy Reeves. And he'll be flanked on one side of that formation by number 2, Michael Washburn, and the other one on the other side, Jordan Brewer. So as we get ready to kick off, opening 12 minutes, lots of games to keep under our eye here tonight. And it'll go to number 2, Michael Washburn. And Washburn will bring it across the 20. He'll get to about the 23 and push forward to the 25 before the Eagles will bring him down right there. And I believe that was number 15 on the tackle for the Eagles.
Carter Nystrom. Also that freshman, 53, West Kovacs.
So Hildebrand will be at quarterback. At center, your wingbacks will go Lewis and Cole. Murphy Reeves will be your full. Brewer will be the split. Brady Niblock will be tight end. Going to take and pitch it to Murphy Reeves. And he's going to get it forward from the 27 to about the 31. We'll give him 4. They're going to give him to the 32, almost the 33. So a good pickup there. That's going to be 5 yards, maybe 6, and you're going to bring up 2nd and 4. Brewer will come to this near side. They'll send the wing in motion from left to right, and that's going to be Cole. Going to take and leave it with the fullback Reeves, and he's going to get popped in the middle and popped hard, but he may have gotten to just enough for a first down. May be close. We may have to look for a measurement, and I'm not sure. Yep, they're giving him first down. Whip, hold up. Let's see. Is that a first down or not? Yes. Brewer this time. They'll go heavy tight end to the weak side. They'll toss over that to Reeves, and Reeves will have room to run as he'll go from the 38, cross the 40, and move up to about the 42-yard line. We'll give him 4 on the play and call it 2nd and 6, almost 5 on the play. Quickly in and out of that huddle, and this time they'll go to Josh Cole. Cole will step in. He'll push forward. He'll be maybe a half a yard short. Let's see where they mark it. They may give him a first.
They're quick. They're very, very quick, getting up to the line, snapping the ball, and that's 2 straight first downs for them.
Toss, sweep, go to Reeves again. Quickly across midfield stripe into Stratford territory. He'll bull his way into about the 44-yard line before he's brought down there.
You know, eight yards a carry pretty much right now, 6 to 8 every play. Stratford trying to hang in there. Just looking from up here, they slow down here, change a couple players, but you look at the size difference down there, Russell, and there's a noticeable size difference.
Yeah, they do look a little heavy up front. Now they bring in Javen Hall, and he is going to spell somebody back there. He's going to take Reeves' place. Now, this is interesting. They did not start him in the game tonight, and I was looking at some pregame stats on him, and let's see if I can find them real quick. And he is in at fullback again on another first down. Going to drop straight back, and they're going to run a little inside play down the middle on a little skinny post. And I had some stats on Reeves, but I don't know where I put them. Let me see. I may have put them on your sheets. But he has come in, and he was one of their leading rushers coming into tonight, but he was not listed as a starter. Going to take and going to leave it with Trexton Lewis, his first carry of the night, and he is going to be brought down. Javen Hall was the leading rusher on this team, coming in with 166 yards in the first 2 games. He'll stay in. Brewer will go to that far side.
And no doubt what their plan is, run the ball.
Take, and they're going to go inside number 22, that is, on the carry, and that's Javen Hall. And that's enough for a first down.
Hunter Hogan with the tackle. The defense is trying to hold up, but it's 4 or 5 yards down the field.
Kind of hurry up. Almost looks like an RPO, but they are doing nothing but on the ground. And here goes Hall again for his 3rd carry of the night, and he's just churning yardage. And he's going to get to the 21-yard line, maybe the 22. And he'll come back out now, and Murphy Reeves will come back in. And if they can platoon those 2 guys all night, that may spell trouble, John, for this Stratford defense.
Yeah, they're big up front and very talented at the running back position.
Hildebrandt under center, going to take and give it back into Josh Cole. Cole's going to step in on the 20. He's going to be close to another first down. Up to the line, and the quarterback will keep it this time, and on a 3rd down and about 6-inch play, he's going to pick up close to 5, and that's exactly what he'll get.
And they're moving so fast, the clock operators are having trouble keeping up with them. I mean, they are 5, 8, 10, 11, 12 plays into this, Russell.
Not quite on the same level, but it reminds you how quick Waco did in our opening and the Middle Georgia Kickoff Classic for the Touchdown Club. They just came up to the line and snapped it, and off to the races they went, and that's exactly what the Paladins are doing here.
And nothing big. You know, I think the biggest gain so far has been about 8 yards, but it's just every single play pounding.
And that weighs heavy upon your defensive line going into late in the third and fourth quarter. Hildebrand up to the line this time. They'll kind of get out of a traditional wing formation. Blake Scott in now, but they'll go to Blake Scott. He came in to spell the wing. And if they've got that many guys that can run the football.
And here they go, right up to the line.
Quarterback's going to keep it, Hildebrand.
And he's
sneak inside to the 8.
He's not going to get it.
He's got to get close to, he's got to get to between the 5 and the 6, maybe the 5. He's got to get to the 5-yard line to pick up a new set of downs. Third down, it's a long 2.5. Murphy Reeves now. Blake Scott is one wing, Lewis is the other. Going to give to Murphy Reeves. He's going to step in, and he's going to be brought down. Number 8 got in there first for him on Stratford, I believe, but he overcame that tackle, but he's still going to be short. It's going to be 4th and 1, and a big play call for the Paladins early in this ball game right here.
No, that was 4th down,
Oh,
Russell.
That was 4th. And he is short, and the Eagles are going to take over on downs. The clock operator had it at snap as 3rd down. So
that's 16 plays right there. 69 yards. Drove it down Stratford's throat, but then couldn't do anything with it. And Stratford, a great hold early in the game.
Yeah, defense bowed their back and stopped them when they had to inside the red zone. They'll take over on the 12. Jack Miskell will go split to that far side. To this near side will come Chase Smith. Walden Davis be one wing, Raylan Jones the other. Go to Raylan Jones. He'll step in along the 10. He'll go across the 12, fall up to about, from the 7 and get up to about the 8 or 9. They'll put him at that 8. So pickup of about 2 yards. He went from about the 6 to the 8. 2nd down. Dale Sykes is your quarterback in the backfield. They'll go Garrett at full, Raylan Jones at one wing, Walden Davis at the other. Going to take and going to give it inside, and not much room to go, and the Paladins came in there in a hurry.
Yeah, Stratford's going to have to find a way to move the ball. They're running that wing T. Obviously, Fellowship sees that all the time at practice because they're running a version of it. But the size, once again, the size difference, very noticeable up here. Let's see what Mark Farabut and Cater Pierce can come up with on 3rd down.
Jones and Davis wing, Solheim at full. Going to take, going to look, Sykes is going to look straight back, get away from one tackle, get away from 2. He's got room to run now. He's not going to get outside the last man, and he's run down on that far sideline for another loss. And I couldn't see that far away on the tackle. So,
yeah, that's a long way over there. Sykes did a good job of getting rid of the pressure, but he had no receivers on that side to throw to. Both the receivers he had were on the other side. He broke tackle, but too much pressure, and Stratford's going to punt from the end zone.
They will do that. John Thomas Carter will hit it from the goal line. It'll go off this side of his foot a little bit. Back there deep was Gary Hohenstein. And the Paladins is going to be setting up shop right along the Stratford 32 yard line, where they'll have it 1st down and 10 for their second drive of the game with only 4:51 to go here in the first period of play. A quick moving half.
No doubt, quick moving half. 16 plays already. They're going to run 25, 30 plays in this first quarter. Just Fellowship Christian.
We did the Howard Central game 2 weeks ago. The first period lasted 46 minutes.
Gotta love that.
It was great. Going to take and look. And he's got a man, and it's completed down here to number 8, Josh Cole. Hildebrandt hit him on a little rollout over here, right in the flats behind the linebacker in front of the DB on the 20-yard line. It's enough to pick up 12 yards and a new first down.
Nice pass.
Jordan Brewer to this side. Josh Cole going to get the ball, and he'll step in along the 20. He'll roll forward to the 16, pick up a 4 on the play, bring up 2nd and 4.
And they're slowing down, Russell. It looked like the first drive, they had the first 7 or 8 plays scripted, and they just went to the line, pretty much snapped the football. And now they're slowing down just a bit.
Hildebrandt brings him up to the line, sends a man in motion, Jordan Brewer. Now they'll go 2 wide outs to that side, and now they'll move Josh Cole, and they'll go to Hall, who's back in for Reeves, and he'll step into the 12, got to get to the 10 and pick up a new set of downs. Bring up 3rd down and 2.
Another chance. This first quarter just flying by. And, you know, Stratford needs a fumble. Stratford needs a turnover.
Take and going to leave it inside with a tailback that time, and that was Murphy Reeves in. He needed to get to the 10, needed 1. He got about 5.5. He'll go to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and go, and now they're back to the hurry up. Quickly to the line is Hildebrandt. Going to take and go to Reeves again, and he's just going to get behind that big old line, and they're going to push from the 5 to the 2. And now that defensive front got to make another stand here for Stratford as their backs are against the wall once again. They did it last time. Let's see if they can do it again. Up to the line. Going to toss sweet to Reeves. Why not? Going to step inside the 1. He's going to get in. No, they're going to say he's down. Tell you what, sure look awful close.
Stratford bow in their neck. 3rd down and goal now.
We'll be straight down the line here on a 3rd down. Get you a look at it, and he'll sneak it in from the 1-yard line. And was that Hall on the carry?
That was number 7.
That was number 7. That was Hildebrandt.
So that was another 7 plays.
32 yards this time, though. And it's a 1-yard run by Eli Hildebrandt. And the Paladins are on the board. Extra point comes. Snap, touch, kick is up, and kick is good. Timeout on the field. We'll come back after these messages. Marco's Pizza Game of the Week. 2:42 to go in the first. Paladins on top, 7-0. We will.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse. And it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. And as John Kosater told you, open it up, the Paladins did with a 69-yard drive that the Eagles stopped inside the 10 on a defensive stand. They held Stratford without many yards. They had to punt from their own end zone, and they got the ball at the Stratford 32, and they drove it in. And John will give us a recap on the drive right after this. Here's the kick, And the back man will catch it, and that's number 4 for the Eagles. And he'll go to that far sideline, and that is Walden Davis, and he gets it out to, let's see where they mark him, about the 24-yard line. John, go ahead with that drive.
That was 7 plays, 32 yards. Eli Hildebrandt took it in, and so far in this game, Fellowship Christian 23 plays and Stratford 3 plays. So Stratford's offense needs to get going right here.
And I believe 1 pass play is all they've had.
2 pass plays out of those 23 plays, 1 incomplete and 1 complete.
Jack Miskell will be the tight end to this side. They'll go Davis Jones and Solheim. And they'll hand it off, and let's see who that was on the carry. That was number 28. And that is Solheim on the carry.
That's just a gain of 2. Trying to find some room. So far, no luck. It's early, though, still in the first quarter.
Micah Takak comes in with the play from the sideline. Walden Davis will be a ring on that far side. Raylan Jones to this side. This time they'll split Raylan out. Solheim will stay back in protection. Dale Sykes is going to run with 3 men looking at him, and he's going to throw it away down this near sideline. Couldn't hold him out. The pressure was coming. Stratford's going to have to do something, John. If you look at this, he's rolled out 3 times now, and he's been under heavy pressure every time.
Yeah, not a whole lot of time to throw for sure, and Stratford made it even worse as they held as he was scrambling. So let's see if they take the penalty or decline the penalty. They're going to mark it off.
At this point, you certainly, if you're the Paladins, just want to play a field position game. 1:49 to go in the period, 7-0 Paladins on top.
And we are I keep saying we. Stratford is third and 10, 13, 18, about 23 yards right here. They're saying 29, so I can't count.
Niblock, Archer, Rogers, and Patterson across the front. Lewis, Nardone, Scott, Hildebrandt. Your linebackers, Washburn, Cole, and Hohenstein are your defensive backs. And they're going to take, and Sykes is going to run it, and he's going to get around the corner, and he's going to go from about the 9, maybe the 10. They may have had him marked at the 10. Let's see where they mark him out at. Did he step out way back there? He did. He only stepped back at the 15. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Got to get to the 33, so 18 yards to go.
And that's about a 4-yard gain. That's the biggest gain so far for the Eagles. 3rd and 20, not the kind of situation Mark Farabee wants.
Garrett Lang will go to that far side as a wideout. He is a sophomore. Going to take and going to give it back inside to Walden Davis, and not much room inside there. And I believe that was Walden Davis. No, that was Solheim on the carry that time. Gain of 2. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
And Fellowship Christian puts number 14 back. Number 14 is Garrett Honstein. And he's not even at midfield, just almost at midfield to field this punt.
Good snap. A little better punt. He sends a spiral. Hohenstein grabs it along the 38, and he's got room to run. He's inside the 20. Broke a tackle down to the 19, and they're going to set up shop at the 19-yard line. And that's just not good if you're Stratford, and it's great if you're Fellowship Christian.
And a late flag thrown in there, too. And I'm not thinking this is going to be good for Stratford.
Looks like a dead ball foul, personal foul against Stratford. As always saw, we didn't get anything else. I didn't see a face mask indication or anything. So that's 15 yards. That'll put them half the distance to the goal from the 19. That'll put them at the 8.5, 9. Well, they're going to put it at the 10. just inside to about the 9.
Yeah, I'll take that field position.
I mean, thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, really. $50 seconds left in the first quarter.
And the big ones up front for the Paladins are doing their job. Going to take and give it to Reeves again. And Reeves is going to go inside the 9 to the 5 and fall into the 4. Across the front with 47 seconds at center, they got Reed Robinson. Your 2 guards, Nathan Nardone, Andrew Jordan. Your tackles are Eppinger and Charlie Patterson. Tight end Niblock, split end Brewer. Quarterback is Hildebrandt. And he has done everything right so far here tonight. On a 2nd down and goal, going to take and give to Reeves again. Reeves is going to power in to a touchdown, but I do see a flag on the play. False start, that's going to back them up 5 and stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the period. Moves them back to the 10-yard line, makes it 2nd and goal. And they'll roll the clock at the spot of the ball.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure Fellowship's going to get up there and run a play. However, what do I know?
Solheim checks in at the defensive back position for the Eagles. So the clock down to 9, down to 7, down to 6. I don't know if he's going to let him get it off or not. And 2, 1, and they do get it off. Going to run a little naked bootleg, run a little waggle pass in the end zone. He had a man open for a split second. Going to cut it in at the 10, at the 5, and we're going to get a block, and I believe we're going to get a penalty. And we got an Eagle down on the field, and that is number 12, Jack Miskell. And Jack is a junior, but he's been a key player over here really since he was a freshman, John. He's been important to this Stratford club.
And they had a receiver wide open, but Miskell put enough pressure on the quarterback to where he couldn't get that pass off.
Yeah, it kept him from squaring up and being able to get to the end zone.
Oh, yeah. And then, but he's back up now, so that's good. They can't afford to lose him for sure.
All right, so that is let's see. Well, no, we're not going to end the quarter on the penalty. They're going to back it up to the 25-yard line. So I'm not for sure. Well, they call blocking the back, or what did they call it? I didn't see it.
It had to be a block. It was on Miskell for sure. I don't know if somebody.
So at 0 time, they'll run one more in the first period on the 2nd down play. Going to drop straight back. Look, he's got a man wide open over the middle, and he'll throw a touchdown pass. And on the reception that time for the Paladins, I believe that was number 8 on the reception, and that's Josh Cole.
You know, just when you think Stratford has a chance to get out of this, 2nd down and way backed up.
Yeah, no time on the clock to go in the first period, and a 25-yard touchdown pass, and that's Hildebrandt, and the extra point is blocked to Hildebrandt to Josh Cole. Well, that'll end the first period. Timeout on the field. Fellowship Christian 13, Stratford nothing. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Wesleyan, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Wesleyan.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest on campus here at Stratford Academy. Well, it's been all Paladins, and they've taken advantage of field position, John. They've had a drive of 32. They had one of 69, 67 on that opening drive that stalled on a defensive stand. But their 2 touchdowns have come on relatively short drives. And they got a penalty of holding on a 3rd down play. Stratford backed them up, and with no time on the clock, they had one untimed down, and they threw a 25-yard touchdown pass. Hildebrandt threw it to Josh Cole, number 8. So they'll kick it away, and the Eagles will have a man standing deep, and he'll take it at about the 6-yard line. Going to move it to the 15, 16, 17, and on the return that time for the Stratford Eagles,
Raylan Jones.
Raylan Jones, number 8.
Russell. Has Auburn lost this weekend yet?
Not yet, and not going to.
Good.
We're going to Jimbo's house, baby.
Good. It
the
is.
12th man in the male cheerleaders. But they got a great marching band, traditional marching band.
Well, that's good.
Sykes under center. Send a man in motion. That's Walden Davis. Going to pitch it to him. Going to try to get outside. If he can get a block on the corner, he cannot. And he's going to be brought down immediately by number 14 for the Paladins.
14. Let's see. That shouldn't be that hard. I've called his name like 3 times. Garrett Honstein. And you notice how Russell gives that name for me to say.
Right.
He didn't want any part of it. He threw it over to me.
Is it Honstein or Honstein?
I'm calling him Honstein, and unless we get something that says it's not Honstein.
Just be that way then. Michael Takak checks in. He'll go wide to this side. Sykes under center. Going to take and fake to the fullback. Going to throw it out in a wing, and that's Raylan Jones. He's going to juke one man. He won't juke the other, and there'll be 2 of them get in there on the tackle. Number 8 leading the charge.
Oh, my goodness. I'm looking for number 8. Josh Cole with the tackle. Nice job. And, you know, they throw a pass and they don't gain anything. So things are not going well for the Eagles. And, you know.
Jack Miskell will come in with a sideline play from Coach Mark Baraba and his staff. Miskell will go split wide to that right. They'll put Walden Davis this time split out in a slot. Raylan Jones will be the wing on that side, and they'll move Solheim out in protection. They'll roll that way. Going to look, going to throw it just away. Had a man really, he had Miskell standing alone to beat the coverage right around the first down marker. But I think he's kind of looked down and saw it. The pressure coming at him and didn't have time to look upfield.
Yeah, this is
and that happens with a young quarterback.
And Dale Sykes is
limping a little bit.
Hurting a little bit there. And right now, like I said earlier, you can see on the field that Fellowship definitely has a size difference. But Russell, even worse than having a size difference.
Speed.
They may have a speed difference, too. This looks to be a very, very good football team right now.
Yeah, they look pretty good. Back them up 5 on the penalty over there on that far side.
I think the most points Stratford's given up in a game so far is like 20.
Yes, and that was the Savannah Country Day on the opener.
And they've played some good teams, you know. I mean, Savannah Country Day is usually a pretty good football team, and they only gave 20 to them. And this team.
Garrett Honstein is back.
There you go. We're sticking with Honstein tonight.
I'm giving an extra syllable.
Mom, if we're wrong, it's Russell's
sorry.
fault.
Going to kick it from his own end zone. He's going to get a spiral out of it again, but it's going to go a little short to the 35, but at least it'll get a Stratford roll up to about the 40. As John and I spoke, I got too many notes here. You know that?
Well,
it's just way too much going on.
You know, I long to be on the field, you know, and I'm feeling awful cramped, and Russell's got me over here in the very, very corner. You know, he's all stretched out.
Right.
And I'm stuck in a corner. But it's okay. He's the boss.
Hildebrand up to the line. Going to take and going to give it to Murphy Reeves, and Reeves has been a busy man here tonight on a 1st and 10 from the Stratford 40. He'll fall into the 37. Like we said, big games we're going to keep an eye on. Warner Robins Demons travel to take on Justin Rogers and the Colquitt County Packers. Jackson is at Howard tonight at Ed DePore. Peets County comes a knocking at Mary Persons after falling on the road last week in overtime to Hoko. I'm not sure I want to be Mary Persons tonight facing Chad Campbell, because there's one thing about him. He normally doesn't lose 2 in a row like we talked about last night.
He never loses 2 games in a row. That was a nice tackle by Walden Davis over there.
Hildebrand threw it out in the flat that time to Jordan Brewer, and it was completed for enough for a first down. Houston County is at Veterans. Mountain Sales is at Greene County. Brookstone is at FPD, right around the corner from us here. And Southwest is playing Lee University. Roll out. Hildebrand's got a man wide open, and he's going to get out in the flat, and he's going to roll in to about the 20-yard line. He's close to a first down. And that was Truxton Lewis, I believe, on the catch.
And, yeah, not only can Fellowship run the ball, which they proved to be able to do, well, to make matters worse for Stratford, they can throw the ball. They're 4 for 5 throwing the football.
Brewer out to this far side. Niblock, the tight end, will flip sides, and they'll go with that little jet sweep to number 8, Josh Cole. And he's going to step in. There's a fumble. We got a flag, too. I'm not sure we don't have a hold on this play, and the Eagles have got their first turnover of the night.
Huge.
Let's check the flag.
It's number 59, Knox Cleveland, with the football, and the flag is on Fellowship. So the first turnover of the game goes Stratford's way, and boy, did they need that.
Josh Cole put it on the ground. The Eagles take advantage of it. They'll have it along the 12-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles, and they stop a drive in a most opportune time for their defense. Offense got to give the defense some relief here, though, John, because this Paladin offense is just chewing up the yardage, and they're chewing up the clock. It's kind of like watching Army play. You just don't get the ball very often.
True. And, you know, we're talking 29 plays to 9 right now.
Going to take, and this time they're going to leave it. Is that Sykes on their no, let's see who carried
21.
that. Yeah, number 21 that time for Stratford on the carry.
And we're going to get you his name. Both of us scrambling through paperwork. That's Cole DeVinny.
Yeah. Cole DeVinny in now at tailback.
That's a gain of 5. Takes over for the biggest play for Stratford so far.
Miskell will go to that far side. Take and going to leave it. No, they'll take and go with the wingback. I thought they left it with the dive with the fullback. And all of a sudden, number 21 has come in. DeVinny, Cole DeVinny, to spell Solheim. And I tell you, on a night like tonight, where you got a lot of guys, as always true on a single A team, playing both ways, I agree. I think Coach Faribault's got to find a way to spell some of these guys off of both sides of the ball a little bit, especially as long as Fellowship Christian is controlling the ball.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't think Fellowship Christian is playing a whole lot of kids both ways.
Going to take, and he's going to take. Sykes is going to roll out. He's going to throw He's going to throw a pick 6 to number 40 on the interception, and that's Kyle Epic, outside linebacker for Fellowship Christian. And Epic was not listed as a starter tonight.
He might start next game.
So about a 15-yard interception return at the 6:53 mark of the second period. Extra point will come from Will Peterson. Kick is up and kick is good. Timeout on the field, your score, Fellowship Christian 20, Stratford nothing. We'll be back after these timeouts. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back. Ball control offense. We are only 50 minutes past the opening kickoff. We'll call it 49 minutes, and we've only got 6:53 to go in this first period of play. Back deep for the Eagles will go Walden Davis and number 8, Raylan Jones. Kyle Epic.
What a cool name.
Elphick. Elpick.
Oh, it's not.
Elpick.
It's not Epic.
Elpick. ELPH.
Elphick. Well, I guess I was not an English major either, so I better be quiet. Elphick.
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 Let's stick with that.
Going to kick it, and Walden Davis is going to take it along the 14-yard line. He broke it through. Got to beat the kicker and can't, but he breaks it out to the 42-yard line. Number 25 had to bring him down for Fellowship Christian.
Hey, we've got field position. And I keep saying we. When I mean we, this is a Macon broadcast. That's why I'm saying we. But we got it all the way out past the 40-yard line. And let's see if Stratford can move the football.
Matt Rogers may have helped save the touchdown on the kickoff.
Nice kickoff return there. Best play of the night for Stratford. Let's see if they can get going.
Defensive front has done a great job here tonight. And Robinson, Nardone, Niblock, Archer, Rogers, and Patterson up front. Lewis, Nardone, Scott, and Hildebrandt at linebacker. Somebody stepped in and just crushed somebody. 54 on the tackle, and that was Nathan Nardone, and they didn't get nothing. They may have lost a half a yard.
And that was Deviney on the carry. 13 plays for Stratford, 14 total yards for Stratford.
Clock ticks away at 6:23. We're going to complete this half probably in less than 45 minutes.
You think? Yeah, maybe. I don't know, Russ.
It might go 50.
Yeah, 50 maybe.
Sykes drops straight back out in the flat and has Jack Miskell, and he's going to fall forward across the 50-yard line. Well, they'll mark him enough for a first down.
Hey, first down, Stratford. First one of the game.
Well, let's see. Are they going to mark him a little short?
Maybe so.
Well, they're going to give him the first down, but where the marker was, it was not a first down. He was a half yard short on the mark. First
down. Something Auburn's not going to say a whole lot tomorrow.
We'll see. Miskell goes splits to that far side. Stratford got a gift on that mark. Devaney on the carry. He'll go from the 50 into the 46-yard line. Second down. Clock ticks at 5:29.
Best movement by Stratford's offense so far. And that is a total of 14 yards so far on this drive.
and Miskell got them 10 of it. Sykes under center. Raylan Jones doesn't come in motion. He stops halfway. Quarterback's going to put the football on the ground, and he's going to lose maybe a half a yard. Give him maybe the line of scrimmage. He had to lose half a yard.
And look at 78 on Fellowship. He's a big youngster. Charlie Patterson.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they look athletic too. I mean, they're not just big guys; they're athletic. These guys got shape, and it's V-shaped. It's it's not light bulb shaped.
It's kind of like me when like a couple years ago, you know.
Back when you were in your playing days.
Why is the producer back there laughing? The heck?
4:14 to go. Stratford's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 30-second timeout, 20-0. 4:14 to go in the half. We'll be back. Marco's Pizza Game of the Week on DSBN. Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. We're in a timeout. Stratford facing 3rd and 6 on their deepest penetration of the night to the Paladins, 47. John Cosetter quickly with some scores.
With scores, Howard looking, you know, me and Russell talked about a possible letdown, and they're down 7-3 in the first. Mary Persons beating Peach County 7-3 midway through the first.
We'll see how long either one of those hold. Howard had the big win against Westside last year, went to Jackson and got beat, turned it over about 5 times. Solheim on the carry, and the Paladins step in, and number 54 is back in there on the play. He is a busy young man here tonight for the Paladins.
What number was that?
54.
54 is Nathan Nardone.
The front four has done an outstanding job for them. They turn away the drive again. Clock is at 3:46, and we hit the 45-minute mark since kickoff, and that's to go in the half. John Thomas Carter will take and kick it away. Gets a spiral, lands on the 10, takes a Stratford roll, but into the end zone. What's the flag here? False start on Stratford. Back them up 5.
Yeah, they had one young man out there, not quite sure where he was supposed to be, so looked like a little bit of a Canadian Football League, Arena Football League.
We were running in motion on the punt.
He was just running.
He's the most man.
He looked to the sideline and said, where am I supposed to be?
Future Georgia Doom player.
Yeah, oh. I don't think anyone is a future Georgia Doom player.
I would agree. They send a man back, the Paladins do this time. Punt will come up short to the 18 on the return. 25-30, 35, and they'll finally get him out of bounds. And on the return that time was number 14 on the return for Fellowship Christian, and that was Garrett Hohenstein.
And Garrett Solheim and Hunter Hogan with the tackle. The rest said I couldn't see across the field. He's talking about bringing binoculars. I don't need.
I've got old eyes. It's the first tackle you've seen outside of the near hash mark all night. What are you talking about?
I've got enough to. Do you know how hard it is being me? I mean, I'm running stats. I'm looking in the stands. I'm a busy person.
What happens when you get these big contracts? You're going to take and you're going to give it on a little crossbuck action that time, and they're going to bring in some new troops. And on the carry that time was, I don't think that
That's number 22, Russ.
Yeah, that
you
was
couldn't
Hall.
see it over there or what?
I was watching the quarterback.
Uh-huh.
Javen Hall on the carry. He was the leader rushing on the team coming into tonight. Going to take and going to give it this time back around to Josh Cole, and he's going to pick up 5, maybe 4.5. Going to be about a yard short of the first down, maybe a yard and a half. We'll see where they mark it at. Yeah, you can make him a full 2 short. So 3rd down and 2. Clock is at 2:26. I said 45. We're 48 minutes into the first half, and the clock continues to run. Javen Hall this time will be an offset fullback as they'll lead it in with Murphy Reeves in there, and he's going to power through until Jack Miskell finally gets him stopped at the 2:09 mark, but not till he reaches Stratford territory along the 47-yard line.
This team's pretty good.
Yeah, you got to like the effort up front. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Got a man coming on him, and Hildred dumps it off. Smart play from the quarterback. He had a man chasing him over there.
That's good pressure right there. That was number 60, and I'm going to call his name out as soon as Hunter Hogan with good pressure on the quarterback.
1:58 stops the clock. Ball on the 47-yard line, almost the 46 of the Eagles. Paladins got a 20-0 lead, trying to make something happen. Now they'll empty the backfield and go trips to this near side. First time we've seen it all night. Throw a little in screen out here in the flat. He was trying to go to Jordan Brewer, and just too high. Had some blocking out front. Might have had a mismatch in numbers over here. If Brewer could have come down with that one, he might have gone a long way.
They had 9 receivers out on that play. Is that legal? I counted 9. No, they had 5. 5 receivers out that play. But the quarterback's got to get it to the guy.
Yeah, and they got the play off quick. It just wasn't quick enough, and he tried to let the ball go early, and it sailed on him. Going to take, and the quarterback's going to roll this way. Look, going to run a little fly route down here, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he was trying to go to Jordan Brewer, and that was just the quarterback made a bad throw there because he had his man beat if he leads him with it and throws it over the inside shoulder.
So, hey, Stratford, nice effort. Not faulting the Stratford effort, Fellowship's got around 180 yards, but they haven't broke anything. The 25-yard touchdown pass was a long play, but nothing on the ground over about 10 or 11 yards. They're just kind of dominating the football, but Stratford hanging in there.
And the kick is going to sail over the return man's head.
Yeah, that's
at the
not good.
15-yard line. I think he thought his heels may have been on the 10, and they're going to down it inside the 1.
Hey, you know who that was? That was Kyle Elphick. I'm sorry, Mom. Kyle Elphick. Nice play by that young man. He's a 9th grader, too. And this is not – there's only a minute 34 left in the half. Stratford just wants to get out of here.
And we broke the 51-minute mark.
But look where they have to start. So they have to gain something and get out of the end zone. Nope.
And he's going to get a safety. And I don't know who the first man in there to get it was, and that's 54.
Nathan Nardone.
Nathan Nardone with 126. And that's a safety for the Paladins. And Fellowship Christian goes up 22-0, and they get the clock with the 1:26 to go to run it out or run it up.
Yeah, kind of thinking they might try to score here. Hey, but it's homecoming, and you know.
Wow, it is homecoming.
Yeah, you didn't know it was homecoming?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, lots of people back. I see Stratford Academy basketball star from last year, Christian Palmer, down there, now playing his basketball at Georgia Southwestern.
They miss him under center too tonight.
Oh,
I'm sure.
yes, they do. He was their quarterback last year, and that obviously hurts. You know, Mark Farab's, he's got a bunch of juniors, but a lot of these kids are in different roles than they were in last year.
Yeah, and a lot of them just simply don't have a lot of experience. So a free kick coming up with James Michael Reeves. And back deep for the Paladins. I believe that Reeves, and now they'll switch and they'll go to Washburn to the middle of the field. Other to this near side is Jordan Brewer. Let's see what they do. Going to kick it, and Reeves is going to field it on the 29. 35. No, they're going to say his knee touched.
Yes, I saw that. Even though it was across the field, I saw that knee touch.
Just like a kingfisher coach said it.
Yes, sir.
Spot that fish from a mile away. As we said, early scores we had. Big game up at Dan Pitts Stadium tonight. The Mary Persons Bulldogs hosting the once-beaten Peach County Trojans, who got beat in overtime on a 2-point conversion against 5A Hoco.
Yep.
Not sure I want to be Mary Persons, even though they got an early lead. Jackson leads Howard. Howard coming off the big win against crosstown rival Westside last week. They did that last year and went to Jackson and got beat. Try to string it out this time and did a little option play to Reeves. And he's going to get back maybe to the line of scrimmage. No, they're going to give him a little more. He picked up about 3 on the play, maybe 2. We're going to give him 2, and that's it. 61 seconds to go in this one. 57 minutes to complete the half. Going to throw a man wide open, and he's got him down there, and that's number 8, and he's off to the races, and that's Josh Cole. And he'll throw it from the 32, and he'll complete it to, see where they finally mark it down at. Mark him at the 15.
53-yard pickup.
Yep, 53 yards. So now Fellowship Christian will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 45 seconds to go in the half. 22-0 is your score. Paladins knocking on the door when we come back.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester. 谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Wideouts this time. They bring in Javen Hall, and they're going to split him back to the far side and put him in a slot. Quarterback Eli Hildebrandt in a shotgun with 45 seconds. Ball along the 15-yard line. First down and 10. They knock on the door. Going to throw, and he is number 3, Jordan Brewer, went into a slant, and he was looking for the out pattern with the quarterback. So that took 3 seconds off the board. We may get to an hour.
Yeah, it's kind of both teams throwing the ball a little bit more in this second quarter, kind of slowed down. I've got some updates to the scores. Peach County now leading Mary Persons 14-10 midway through the second quarter, and those Jackson Red Devils 14-3 over Howard midway through the second.
It happened 2 years in a row. Hildebrandt going to keep it on a little draw, and he's going to step inside the 5, go to the corner on the 3. He's in for the touchdown. Hildebrandt with his second touchdown of the night, and that makes it 28-0 with 33 seconds to go in the half. 15 yards on the carry. So Fellowship Christian extends the lead to 28-0. Let's see, will they go for 2 here? They're going to time out. We're going to keep it right here. Anything on Qualquid and Warner Robins yet, John? Mountain of Sales at Greene County. We don't have anything on Brookstone and FPD. Jones County. Are the Hounds at home tonight? I believe they are.
Yes, they are.
Who are they playing, sir?
Woodland.
Woodland. You're supposed
Yes,
to be.
sir.
We're going to add that to the list then.
I mean,
Woodland.
You can start to question my football knowledge because
I do that weekly.
About
You're
my
talking
high school
your ability to memorize a schedule now. When you talk about that,
I'm not going to tell you who I picked in this game. I was kind of scared to come over here. If I didn't, that wasn't good.
in all honesty, John, we really didn't know a whole lot about Fellowship Christian.
No, you didn't. There wasn't anything to be found on them, really.
Not from our perspective, anyway. Hildebrandt in a shotgun. They'll go for 2. He'll race to the corner. Stratford's going to square him up and keep him out. So good job on the 2-point conversion. And with 33 seconds to go, wait a minute, did the clock run? I don't think it did on the 2-point.
No.
So 28-0 remains your score. We're going to keep it right here for the kickoff. So if you're Mark Faribault, what do you do at halftime, John, when you're talking to these kids? Pretty good job by his defense. I mean, they've been on the field all night.
They have. And, like you said earlier, the defense is the offense. They're basically the same. If you've got 11 guys on both sides, and he's probably playing about 18 kids on both sides, so there's a lot of kids playing both ways. And, thankfully, it's a cool night, but they're just outmanned. And I'm sure what Coach Faribault is saying, we got to have the effort. We got to keep playing hard and just do whatever we can, but don't quit. He doesn't want to see this team quit.
Your coach, Al Morrell, from Fellowship Christian. Pretty easy what you tell his team. Keep that train a-coming.
Well, let's keep running the football. And, I got a feeling that they had a chance to score more than they scored in their first 2 games, too.
So on the return this time will come Raylan Jones, and he's going to really fight for yardage up to about the 34-yard line. And the young man really just powered and wouldn't go down, and he did yeoman's work on that kickoff return, trying to inspire his teammates maybe a little bit there.
Any kind of spark. 23 seconds left. I would think Coach Faribault would take a knee right here and get out of here.
Let's see what he does. Sean Wilmore will be out to this wide side this time. Under center. Send the man in motion. Going to leave it up inside with the fullback. And that's Solheim.
And there's Laundry.
And that stops the clock with 15 seconds. And we did break an hour. We're at 103 now, going to 104.
Yep. Passing. So that was a nice little run by Solheim, and then it gets called back. Stratford, 18 plays, run 27 yards. Fellowship Christian, 36 plays, 261 yards.
Yeah, the defense across the front for the Paladins has done their job here tonight. We'll name them again. Your QNs, Niblock and Archer. Your tackles, Ben Rodgers and Charlie Patterson. Your forward linebacker, Trexton Lewis, Nathan Nardone, who's had a big night already. Blake Scott, Eli Hildebrandt. Their quarterback is also playing linebacker. DBs are Michael Washburn, Josh Cole, and Garrett Honstein. Honstein.
Why do you change that? And my favorite player on Fellowship Christian is now out there too.
Taking you to give it inside. Solheim and not room to run. Clock runs 7:06:5. No laundry on the field. Teams will head to halftime. We will too. Timeout. We go to the half. We'll get you some updated on some scores. 28-0. Enjoy our sponsors. Tell them that you appreciate them for what they do for GHSA football here on DSBN Sports. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Giamarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Wesleyan, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Wesleyan.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester. Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon.
With brands like Rocky, Ariat, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
There is a legend among fishermen in central Georgia about Kudzu Seafood Company and the most interesting man in seafood, Captain Lee. To create his infamous jam pups, Captain Lee has a school of docile barracuda trained to grate the cheese and panko breadcrumbs with their razor-sharp teeth as he, Captain Lee, gently tucks individual grains of rice into his shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Rice, Captain Lee handpicked while blindfolded, a skill acquired from years of silent training in a Tibetan island monastery. Stop in at Kudzu Seafood Company, 473rd Street, downtown Macon, and see the legend for yourself. Stay coastal, my friends.
Dr. Lee Stockschlager and Dr. John Coe at North Macon Dental Associates are proud supporters of high school athletics. Their office welcomes new patients and offers treatments that include routine checkups, restorations, crowns and bridges, oral surgery, Zoom whitening, and implant dentistry. They also treat orthodontic patients with Invisalign. Visit us online at northmacondental.com.
I'm King Kemper, and on behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we want to take a moment to thank the many individual, corporate, and community supporters in the Middle Georgia area that continue to support the Macon Touchdown Club and its educational foundation. The Macon Touchdown Club was founded in 1946, making it one of the oldest touchdown clubs in the South, honoring student athletes. As we enter our 74th year, the Macon Touchdown Club Educational Foundation has awarded over $350,000 in college scholarships to local high school scholar athletes. All of this has been made possible by the generous support of our members, corporate sponsors, and the Middle Georgia community. On behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we would like to thank you for your tremendous support. To find out more about becoming a member of the Macon Touchdown Club, our educational foundation, and this year's schedule, please visit MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. dough made from scratch every day, sauce from the original Giammarco recipe, and authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza, and it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium one-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium one-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester. 谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariat, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
There is a legend among fishermen in central Georgia about Kudzu Seafood Company and the most interesting man in seafood, Captain Lee. To create his infamous jam pups, Captain Lee has a school of docile barracuda trained to grate the cheese and panko breadcrumbs with their razor-sharp teeth as he, Captain Lee, gently tucks individual grains of rice into his shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Rice, Captain Lee handpicked while blindfolded, a skill acquired from years of silent training in a Tibetan island monastery. Stop in at Kudzu Seafood Company, 473rd Street, downtown Macon, and see the legend for yourself. Stay coastal, my friends.
Dr. Lee Stockslager and Dr. John Coe at North Macon Dental Associates are proud supporters of high school athletics. Their office welcomes new patients and offers treatments that include routine checkups, restorations, crowns and bridges, oral surgery, zoom whitening, and implant dentistry. They also treat orthodontic patients with Invisalign. Visit us online at northmacondental.com.
I'm King Kemper, and on behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we want to take a moment to thank the many individual, corporate, and community supporters in the Middle Georgia area that continue to support the Macon Touchdown Club and its educational foundation. The Macon Touchdown Club was founded in 1946, making it one of the oldest touchdown clubs in the South, honoring student athletes. As we enter our 74th year, the Macon Touchdown Club Educational Foundation has awarded over $350,000 in college scholarships to local high school scholar athletes. All of this has been made possible by the generous support of our members, corporate sponsors, and the Middle Georgia community. On behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we would like to thank you for your tremendous support. To find out more about becoming a member of the Macon Touchdown Club, our educational foundation, and this year's schedule, please visit MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariat, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
There is a legend among fishermen in central Georgia about Kudzu Seafood Company and the most interesting man in seafood, Captain Lee. To create his infamous jam pups, Captain Lee has a school of docile barracuda trained to grate the cheese and panko breadcrumbs with their razor-sharp teeth as he, Captain Lee, gently tucks individual grains of rice into his shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Rice, Captain Lee handpicked while blindfolded, a skill acquired from years of silent training in a Tibetan island monastery. Stop in at Kudzu Seafood Company, 473rd Street, downtown Macon, and see the legend for yourself. Stay coastal, my friends.
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest at Stratford Academy. Let's quickly, while John gets some much-needed nourishment and hydration over here, we'll get some updates on some scores in a minute, but let's go over the first half scoring highlights for you. Well, it was Eli Hildebrandt who got the Paladins on the board to start with on a 1-yard run of the opening kickoff with 2:42 to go, second possession of the first quarter. 2:42 to go. Extra point was good. It was 7-0. Then on the last play of scrimmage from the first period, there was a penalty on the offense, backed them up 10 yards. And from the 15 to the 25, Hildebrandt hit a touchdown pass to Josh Cole, and the extra point was no good. It was blocked by Stratford, and we stayed 13-0 till we went to the second. At the 6:53 mark, it was Kyle Epic that got a 15-yard interception on a pick six, and the extra point was good, made it 20-0. Then immediately 2 possessions later, Stratford got the ball, and with 1:26 to go in the first half, it was a safety by Nathan Nardone, made it 22-0. And then with 32 seconds to go, Hildebrandt got in for the second time on the night. A 15-yard run made it 28-0, and a game that has been totally controlled so far by the Fellowship Christian Paladins. Like we said, Stratford has only crossed the 51 time in the game so far. I believe they got it down to maybe around the 38 on that position, but that's as far as they went. And it's been all Paladins here in this first half of play. Fast-moving first half. It only took us about 63 minutes to get through it. We've got about 14 seconds left on the kickoff here. And John will run down some stats for us along and check with some scores for us as we bring him back up. Before we do that, we want to congratulate the 2019 Stratford Academy Homecoming King and Queen. And this year's Homecoming King was Kieran McKinnon, and the Homecoming Queen was Jenny Bell Butler. So congratulations to those two fine young folks as they're voted by their peers for the Homecoming King and Queen for 2019. Always a big night, homecoming. John, you remember those, going to the hay rides. And, you know, I remember homecoming when it was cold outside. Not real cold, but cold. And we're underway, and a little pooch kit's going to come to the short man, and he can't hang on to it, and the ball's on the ground. And let's see who got it. Stratford had a man fall on it, but did he lose possession of it again? And let's see what they say here. They're going to look it up, and it is going to be Fellowship Christian. So just like that, they're going to be back in business, and they're going to have it first down and 10 immediately for the Paladins to start the second period of play.
I have a score.
Let's get an update.
Jackson 14, Howard 11 at the half.
So Howard trying to wake up. Under center, Hildebrandt going to take and drop straight back. Pressure's going to come on him. Going to get away from one man. Second man's going to miss him. He's off to the races. Got one cut inside. He'll go to the 10-yard line. Let's see, maybe the 11. Finally on the tackle, we got a late flag coming in, and we got a Stratford man down on the play, and let's see what the flag is. Number 76 was awful slow to get up that time for Stratford. And that was Davis Crick, senior defensive lineman. This flag came in awfully late. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct. And that's going to back him up from the 10. And that came behind the play.
Yes.
And that's going to drive Coach Morrell crazy to have a penalty like that. And any coach.
Excuse me. I've got another score. Mount DeSales 19, Greene County 0 at the half. Oh my goodness. Houston County, no, this can't be football. Houston County 2, Veterans 0 at the half.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow is right.
It's a baseball school.
It is. In
soccer school.
Big news also, we have a homecoming queen that is also a field goal kicker for Howard High School.
Elizabeth Rodenroth.
Yes, homecoming queen.
Going to leave it with Reeves, and he's going to break one tackle from the 15, fall into about the 12 before he's brought down. Stratford trailing 28-0, makes an early mistake on the kickoff, turns it over on a little pooch kick. Immediately they ran it down to the 11 or 10, but a personal foul moved it back to the 25. Now second down and 8 from the 23. Man in motion. Hildebrandt's going to leave it with his man Trexton Lewis, and he's going to get on the corner, and he's going to pick up 10 big yards, maybe 12 big yards. He's going to fall into the 13-yard line, maybe the 12 even. He'll pick up a new set of downs, and we've got a Stratford player down on the ground, and we do. And we'll check, is that Miskell down again? Let's see.
No, that's not big enough to be Miskell. It's 19.
Ben Jamison. And he's got a little sprain in the lower extremity there.
Yeah, it looks like it. I think he'll be okay. In about 4 minutes, he'll be feeling a little better.
Yeah. And they're going to take and give it to Reeves. He's going to cut inside. He's going to get 5. He may get 10. Ball was on the 23. The 13. And we've got another Stratford Eagle down. I believe this is Solheim down. And he is going down with an ankle, and it's his left ankle. Stratford's quickly going to run out Sean Wilmore onto the field. And now they'll pull him back and put Ben Jamison back in. So Ben got things straightened out, and he's right back on the field. And Coach Faraba is out here on the sidelines and on the field now, and the trainers are out there with him. Announces Stratford Hall of Fame at halftime. Our good friend Grady Smith inducted.
Oh, yes. Many other very good athletes at Stratford were inducted. It's been a good night for the Stratford Academy.
For the alumni.
Eagles except the football game. That's number 28 down, and you said that was Solheim, right?
That is correct, Garrett Solheim.
I've got to score the north side beating Baldwin 13-7 at the half.
So Jesse off to a slow start for the Braves, but playing hard tonight. Coach Jesse Hicks with the Baldwin Braves, and facing Coach Kinsler, who is probably still smarting a little bit from a little trip over to Jones County a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Northside Eagles off to a slow start.
2-2 on the season.
Trying to get something going.
They fell to Jones County and Peach County back-to-back weekends. Anything update on that Peach County and Mary Persons? As we go 2nd down and 2 from the 5. Hildebrandt in a shotgun this time. He'll have his wings. He'll take and he'll run the read option. He'll get to the 5, to the 3, to the 2, to the 1. He'll have his 3rd touchdown of the night. And just simply outran him on the corner, John, at the 10:06 mark of the 3rd.
Very talented football team. And, you know, Fellowship Christian doesn't come down here very often, playing down in Macon, and you know, didn't know a whole lot about them coming in, but
know a lot more about them now.
They're a very good football team. And unfortunately, Southwest knows a lot more about Lee County because that game is 49-0 at the half.
How about that? Bad snap, going to bounce back to the holder, and he's going to pick it up and put it down, and the kick is good by the place kicker for Fellowship Christian, and that is number 6, Will Peterson. Timeout on the field. Your score, Fellowship Christian 34, Stratford nothing. We'll be back.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium one-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest in North Bibb County on a nice, crisp, cool fall night. Not really crisp, but it is a cool night. Really cool start to the morning. It was 49 on my deck. Local weather celebrity had it at 51 with the sun coming up. A little radiational cooling dropped it from 57 to 51. And,
yes. Great morning. Going to be a great morning tomorrow. Halftime, Peach County 24, Mary Persons 10.
Yeah. I hear that train coming.
Yeah.
And another little short kick going to come up short, and Stratford's going to take it along the 8-yard line, and he's going to come out this way, and that's Walden Davis, and he's going to get cut down immediately. And I believe that was that Reeves on the tackle? No, that was number 18 on the tackle, and that was Garrett Wagner. And he's a sophomore inside linebacker for the Paladins. So once again, congratulations to the homecoming queen and king. Your homecoming king was Karen McKinnon, and your homecoming queen was Jenny Bell Butler. Jenny Bell.
Way to go, Jenny Bell.
Under center, going to leave it on the inside with a new fullback, and he's going to cross the 20 and get to the 21. And I'll give him the 22 on that carry. And that time for the Eagles running the football was Cole Devaney.
Devaney.
Is that the correct
He
pronunciation?
hates when I do that. I just do that, though. I mean, this is his broadcast, but, yeah, it's Devaney.
Devaney, okay.
Maybe.
We'll go with yours because Mom
Yeah.
is going to email you. Raylan Jones
Right.
will come out to this far side. Going to drop straight back. Sykes is going to throw it in the middle of the field, and it was tipped that time by number 8. He threw it into triple coverage. Josh Cole was one of them back there, along with number 14, Garrett Honstein.
See? That's good. Stein. Oh, whoops. No, what? I mean.
Could be.
So we've got 9 minutes left.
35-0. You got nothing else?
Is this our first game like this year?
35-0.
No,
Howard Central.
Yeah, that was pretty
That's
bad.
probably a Howard FPD earlier.
And we have Baldwin.
Sykes going to drop it on the ground and going to have to pick it up, and he's going to avoid the hit as number 4 was coming at him, and that was Blake Scott for the Paladins. I mean, it seems like a long time ago now, the Macon Touchdown Club Middle Georgia Kickoff Classic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Boy, that was one long day.
Yeah, it was. And
got there at 12 o'clock, lightning delay of 4 hours on the first game after we only got 56 seconds in it. The second game did not kick off till about 11:20. I pulled in my driveway at 2:25 in the morning.
yeah, by the way, I haven't seen my paycheck for that day.
Yes, you've been paid so much for that one. Just think of the publicity for that Kono Sports blog.
Yes.
And back deep that time to receive was Honstein.
And I encourage you to read konosports.blogspot.com, but I encourage you also to know that once in a while I pick the home team just because I'm going there. And we were coming to Stratford, didn't know a thing about Fellowship Christian, knew that Stratford played good defense, had no idea that Fellowship Christian was this kind of football team.
They have been in sync tonight, John. That's the understatement of the evening. Hildebrandt calls his own number. He's going to run it right up the middle of the field, and he's going to pick up 15, maybe 16 big yards, and we've got another Stratford Eagle down on the ground.
Yeah, this is not good. And Stratford's kind of getting beat up a little bit now. That's 3 hurt players in the last 3 or 4 plays, and it's not what you want to see, and it's not what Fellowship Christian wants to see. It's just unfortunate, and that young man's trying to get up.
Not for sure if he might not have just got the wind knocked out of him.
Kind of like probably what's going to happen to Bo Nix tomorrow.
You know, there's a lot of good games on tomorrow, including in 8 o'clock prime time, the University of Georgia hosts the Invisible football team, or was that Girlfriends they brought with them? Invisible Girlfriends, that's what it was.
Hey.
Notre Dame Prep Academy tomorrow in Athens.
Now,
and
I'm gonna
number
call you on that.
76 for Stratford. And this is the second time now he's gone down on a second series, and that is Davis Crick. And good to see Davis up and about with the trainer.
Don't go
yes,
there on
what
Notre
now?
Dame. I mean, come on. You've never had a make-believe girlfriend before? Seriously.
Never. No, I don't think so.
I don't know where you came from.
Mantau Teau. No man Towel.
So he had a make-believe. I mean, at least she was cute.
Yeah. Not as cute as that Alabama linebacker that was in his face all night. Running back, rather, that was in his face all night. Now the Dogs too big up front. Like I said, I picked them 45-17. Auburn and Texas A&M, I have no clue on that game.
56-3, Texas A&M for all you Auburn lovers out there.
It's a big night for Bo Nix on the road. He's gone to, on a neutral site field and beat the number 10 or 11 team in the country at that time. Didn't look exceptionally sharp doing it, but he's true 17, 18 years old. He just finished his prom in high school. Going to leave it inside, and this is going to be Murphy Reeves again. This kid's been a workhorse here tonight for the Paladins, John.
He has, and the number of plays, Central Fellowship Christian, that's their 43rd play from scrimmage to 22 for Stratford.
Well, it was a bigger discrepancy percentage-wise in the first half.
That's because Fellowship Christian has scored faster lately.
Right.
But 43 offensive plays, 341 yards of total offense.
Now, going to take and going to give this time around to Josh Cole. And Cole is going to have enough for a first down on a 3rd and 1. He's going to go from the 30, fall into the 23. And he's going to pick up 8-9 big yards and a new set of downs, and the clock's going to roll under 7 minutes in the third period of play. Another interesting game tomorrow. 3:30, of course, Auburn and Texas A&M on CBS. 8 o'clock, Georgia and Notre Dame at 8 o'clock. 12 o'clock, Florida and Tennessee. We'll get to that in a second. Throw it out in the flats. Got a man out there, and he dropped it. But it is going to be a forward pass as he tried to go to Jordan Brewer over there. I think Tennessee and Florida, I think people are going to be surprised how well Tennessee plays tomorrow.
No.
You don't think so?
I think it's going to be bad, Russell.
Do you really?
I think the new quarterback is way better than the ex-quarterback.
Is it Trask or Tasker?
Trask.
Trask.
And I read an interesting story on him today.
After this play, going to toss it to Murphy Reeves. He's got room to run, and he's just going to go through the Stratford defense like a hot knife through butter. And he's going to take it 24 yards, and Mr. Reeves is going to have his first touchdown of the night after a lot of yards in between the hash marks.
I'm really glad I did some reading today to have something to talk about for the rest of this game, because we got another hour to cover. Unfortunate for Stratford. Just overmatched tonight.
Fellowship Christian with the extra point. Up and good by the kicker, Will Peterson. Timeout on the field. 42-0. Fellowship Christian. Paladins on top. 6:27 left to go in the third. We'll be back after this timeout.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Welcome back to the Eagles' Nest. 42-0 on a 24-yard touchdown run by Murphy Reeves. And that puts the Paladins on top with 6:27 to go in the third. Like I said, big games around. We're looking for Warner Robins and Colquitt. We have not got a score on that one. Hoco and Veterans was 2-0 at the half. Northside and Baldwin were in a tight one. Peach County had started to pull away from Mary Persons at Dan Pitts Field. And on the return was number 4, Walden Davis, and Walden is really slow getting up. And he is holding a left shoulder up around his bicep area. And he's in a little bit of pain, and Walden started as one of the wings So he'll have to come out. Checking in for the Eagles is number 16, Sean Wilmore. Back comes Dale Sykes onto the field. Wilmore now in the backfield. They'll take and give it to him. He'll cut off this left side, and he'll be brought down pretty quick in a hurry that time by number 9, Truxton Lewis for the Paladins.
So I can tell my story now, right?
I've done forgot, so re-enlighten
Oh, my
me.
God. It's the story of the University of Florida quarterback.
Oh,
Russell.
yeah.
Kyle Trask.
Trask, the transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not a transfer.
He's not a transfer. I'm
The
sorry.
last time Kyle Trask started a game, freshman in high school.
Wow.
Never started a game in college or high school since his freshman year. How about that? How often do you hear that?
Michael Takak out this far side. Yeah, we got a timeout. We do. I thought we had a penalty. Timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll try to move this story along when we come back. 5:24 to go in the third. 42-0 is your score. Paladins on top. It's GHSA football on the Marcos Gridiron Game of the Week on DSBN. We'll be back.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back to Stratford. Dale Sykes just broke a tackle in the backfield and is going to take it 89 yards. Make it 79 yards for a touchdown. No flags. So the Paladins make a mistake on containment on the corner. They looked like they had the quarterback in the backfield when we came back out of that break. And Sykes took it down this near sideline. 79 yards. And the Eagles are on the board. And in for the extra point is James Reeves. (42-6), trying to make it 42-7. Snap, touch, kick is up, kick is good. Timeout on the field. Paladins lead it 42-7. We'll be back.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Stratford finally on the board on a quarterback keeper by Dale Sykes. Took it around. I had a man hit him in the backfield and he broke a tackle and he cut it back out toward this near sideline and was able to run away 79 yards and got Stratford on the board with the extra point. Being on the board by number 35, James Reeves, added that extra point, and they're going to send back Murphy Reeves, number 17, for the return for the Paladins. Okay, so Trask, his only last start was freshman in high school.
Yes. He
never started a sophomore, junior, or senior year?
He got beat out by a guy that I think he's the starter at like TCU now. He was a smaller guy, the guy that beat him out, and they ran that wing T option type of offense, and the other guy was more suited for it.
Right. Reeves going to take it along the 16. Going to run out of bounds along the 20. Let's see where they mark him out. 20. Yeah, they give him the 25-yard line.
So he never started a game, and he basically was found by Florida at one of these quarterback camps, and then Florida invited him to their elite camp, and he lit it up, and they offered him a scholarship, and he never started a game in high school since past his freshman year.
Wow.
That's an amazing story.
Well, he faces the Big Orange, and let Pruitt do it.
So let me give you a number on Stratford, because Stratford's played pretty good. They're just worn down, and I'll give it to you right after this play.
Walden Davis has come back out with that shoulder for the second time.
So the first 23 plays from Stratford, from Fellowship Christian, they had 100 yards of offense. Great job, 23 plays, 100 yards. The last 22 plays, 274 yards.
Wow.
Just run down, just a bunch of tired kids, a lot of them having to go both ways.
And we've got a new quarterback in the game, and he's going to put the ball on the ground, and he's going to have to pick it up, and he's going to go backwards. So they've gone to their backups now. And it looks like Joey Archer in at quarterback for, and it is Joey Archer.
And number 77, Tyler Brown, checks in for the Eagles.
Split a man out wide here, Clay Shepler. He's a freshman. Send a man in motion. Going to toss it out here to number 15, and that's Wilson Long, who is a sophomore. And that's going to bring up a fourth down, and going to move the ball to the back to the line of scrimmages as far as he gets. And so now they'll kick it away. Number 25 in to do the punting, and that is Matt Rogers. And back deep is going to be Walden Davis, and he's been nursing that shoulder the last couple of plays. High snap. Punter's going to kick it. It's going to go straight up, a little off his foot to this near side. Going to take a Paladins bounce and inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will set up shop with 2:43 to go in the third.
Rocky Top. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm calling it a close game tomorrow.
And
31-27.
And if it is a close game,
31-27 Gators.
If it is a close game, you'll be texting me, I'm sure. I told you it was going to be a close game.
I mean, I do that every weekend.
Well, I may answer you this weekend.
Brady Niblock goes out wide to that far side. Excuse me, not Niblock. Jack Miskell. And they're going to hand it off inside, and number 22 in on the tackle, and that was Javen Hall. So Javen playing a little bit of both ways here tonight. And they'll give him back to the line of scrimmage, back to the 44. Clock runs at 185 seconds to go in the third period.
I got to tell you about a medical thing I had today, too. I know.
No,
what?
Oh, my God. After the play, under center going to leave it with the fullback this time, and it's number 21 for the Eagles, called Cole Devaney. Devaney.
I don't know if I'm going to tell you now. I'm kind of upset.
It's the best news I've heard all night.
So anyway, I want to know if any other people have ever had this before.
What is this?
Well, hold on. They're playing football.
Cheeseburgeritis, and they're going to give it off inside to number 32 off the wing, and that's John Wade, the sophomore, So Stratford's starting to get some young people in at 60 seconds to go in the third period of the play as the Eagles trail 42-7. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 7. And limping off for the Eagles is number 21. And that's Devaney.
So about this pain.
Yes.
Today, like, I woke up, and I had my coffee, and I talked to my wife for a little bit.
And she didn't listen to you.
And then about this pain, I got in the shower. No, and the pain wasn't in the shower.
Is this appropriate for a young audience?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I know we're a PG.
Okay, all right, snap.
Audience.
And they're going to punt it away. Nobody back deep for the Paladins, and it's going to take a Stratford roll finally after kicking back like a 9-iron, and it's going to be down on the 15-yard line.
Yeah, can we stay live here? Because
yeah, go ahead.
Is like important.
This is enthralling.
But like I was walking into the living room. I was dressed and everything. I hadn't done anything strenuous or anything, and I had a severe pain on the inside of my elbow. I mean, it hurt so bad. I was going to call my wife and say, I call her up.
Can I call in sick to work?
I wanted to know if you could die from elbow pain because I felt like it was terrible. So
well, you're hard on that left arm.
No, this wasn't yeah. This is a PG show. Okay.
Right. Quarterback going to take it and toss sweep, and the man's going to go outside the end of the quarter, and he's going to go from the 15 to the 22, pick up 7. Heavy substitutions now for the Paladins, but we go to the 4th. They lead it 42-7. We'll continue Marcus Webb, MD, when we return here on DSBN. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
And welcome back to a very somber Eagles Nest. We lost John during the commercial.
Oh, my. You told me that couldn't happen.
He fell over from elbow tendonitis right here in the booth. Paramedics are taking him out as we speak.
Right there on the inside of my elbow. I'm glad you think my pain is funny. But me being the tough person that I am,
he just powered through it, didn't he?
I got in the car. I'm like, I must go to work because that's what I do.
Right.
And it gets a little bad now because I was driving down the road and it still was hurting. So I started to massage it.
The love of God is there the end of the story. Oh, on a 2nd down and 1. All right, hurry up and finish.
So I started to massage it right there.
I don't want to see it.
Like Russell, touch it right there. And
no.
I kept massaging, and I hit the exact spot where the pain was.
It's like acupressure.
So
they worked it out,
and I was able to work it out just by simple.
It was a tendon that had rolled up on your muscle.
Massage.
I'm sure.
I don't know what happened, but y'all will be glad to know.
I don't know, but
nice play.
Nice big hit back there. New quarterback in the game on the 2nd series. Joey Archer, oh my God.
That was 32 John Wade with a nice hit, interrupting my elbow issue. But y'all will be glad to know that the pain has gone away, and I haven't had it all day. And I'm left-handed, Dressel, so that's like debilitating. And
his pain went away. It's been transferred to me.
No, seriously, Russell, touch it.
No, 11:09 to go. 2nd down and 10. Archer going to drop back, hit a man in the flat along the 30, 35, maybe the 37, 38 before they drive him back. On the reception that time was number 25, And that is Matt Rogers, who's also done the kicking duties here tonight for the Paladins. 10:47, 42-7. I'm really worried about you tomorrow when Notre Dame goes up 17-7 in the third.
I bet that if that pain comes back, I won't even get to watch the game because you don't mess with elbow pain.
This is true. 81, Clay Shepler splits to this far side. They'll leave it inside this time to the tailback, number 24, Nick Persiano.
I've got some scores.
Let's have it.
Oh, my. Veterans, 7. Now, how the heck did it get to 7 to – oh, they were down 2-0.
2-0, right.
Veterans up 7-2 to start the fourth quarter. Wow. Mount the Sales, 26-0 over Greene County.
So Hoko a little no, they're playing – yes, Hoko a little letdown after the big win against Pete.
No doubt about it. And I moved Max Rigby up into the top 4 Middle Georgia offensive threats, and evidently Veterans is D'ing him up.
Walden Davis back deep. Now, remember, Walden has been hit on that shoulder, that left shoulder, a couple of times and comes out, but he fair catches it along the 30-yard line is where they give him. And with 9:21 to go in the fourth, 42-7 is your score.
You know what's great about Twitter? It already has the Georgia score up.
Give us some updates. Anything else on Mary Persons and Peach County?
Well, I'm to the important stuff. It says Georgia 38-20. They beat Notre Dame. Good to know.
Yeah,
Fromm threw for 309.
3 touchdowns and 1 interception.
And Auburn signee George Pickens has another big game.
It's raining. Hand it off inside. 8:43 gets across the 31-yard line. And Lawson Cole now in the game.
Peach County 38-13 over Mary Persons. Yes.
Split out wide will go Quez Stevens. Another big game involving, in fact, a Stratford alumni tomorrow. Michigan and Wisconsin. QT Quintez Cephas.
He's hot right now.
Had 173 yards, I believe, last weekend in receptions. It's not like Wisconsin throws the ball all over the field.
Right. And I wonder if an athlete like him, have they ever cramped up in the elbow? I mean, I'm sure it was an athletic injury. I don't know what I did this morning that was athletic. But, Russell, it was the cramp in the elbow. Have you ever had an elbow cramp?
I'm going to start calling your cell phone and leaving you a subliminal message about your elbow is hurting.
Have you ever had an elbow cramp before?
No.
I've never. I didn't realize I was so muscular.
7:21 to go on a third down. Toss sweep, and the tailback's not going to get anywhere as the Paladins are going to eat him up for about a 4 or a 5 yard loss. One of them back there on the play was number 31 of a gang of tacklers, and we don't know who that was. It could be 30 Akins Manley or 32 John Wade, because I don't have a 31 on the roster. But I sure got a number 31 out there on the field, and I'm sorry, I looked away at the wrong thing there. And 31 is Thomas Lubin. So, Mr. and Mrs. Lubin, I'm sorry I missed that. Thomas Lubin. And he is a true freshman in at linebacker.
Nice
punt. Yeah, going to spiral, going to hit from the 30 all the way down to the 21. So that's going to give him a 49-yard punt, and that's a good kick. 6:12 to go.
Russell, I've got good news.
Yes, sir.
The clock is still running.
The clock is running.
So we have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. Nothing people like better in a blowout, except I don't know if parents love it or not, but I love a running clock late in a football game like this.
You can go to Waffle House and get you a warm towel for that elbow while
Yeah,
you're ordering some steak and eggs or whatever.
Yeah, I went to work telling now. I'll stop.
Take and going to leave it with the tailback, and that was number 15 that time running it, and that's a sophomore, Wilson Long.
57 with a nice tackle, Cal Hatcher. He's a 9th grader. Lots of 9th graders in there.
Well, you know, this is how you build your program, both of these teams here tonight. Fellowship Christian's got all their young guys out on the field, getting to play the majority of a fourth quarter of a varsity football game. Same for Stratford. This is the time to develop these young kids.
That's a fumble.
And he's going to have to fall on it. And that's number 18, and that's Garrett Wagner.
I almost called you about my elbow this morning, but instead I went to work.
What time was this happening?
It was after you called me this morning. He called me at 7:05. This was about 7:45.
Some of us get up early in the morning, like 5.
I got up at 6 this morning.
I was on my road work at 6.
Yeah.
Taking and leave it on the inside handoff, and young defensive line of Stratford's going to get a man in there, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. And that time rushing the ball was number 24, and that was Nick Persiano.
And that was number 72, Eli Miskell. Guess what? There's another Miskell brother.
Yep.
He's a 9th grader, too. But anyway, so I go to work, and I tell my staff about my elbow.
Right. And did they laugh as hard as I did?
No, they said they needed me to smear some honey on it. And go outside.
And stand next to a beehive.
Right.
Because when you get stung 15 times, your elbow won't hurt no more.
How did you know that? How did you know that's what they told me?
And let's see, what is this? A block kick. I got no.
Yeah, it was a block kick.
Block kick. And down by Stratford, number 20 on the play, and that was Thomas Jones, Jr.
And I know people are going to want to know whether I have any elbow pain the rest of the week. And, I mean, the bottom line is you're going to have to wait till Thursday for our show to find out. I'll make sure to have elbow talk.
Lawson Cole in. Quest Stevens to the far side for Stratford on a first down and 10 at the 28-yard line, 29 of the Paladins. Going to leave it to the fullback, and he's going to take it straight up the middle.
30.
And he's going to have a touchdown on the play, and that is number 30, and that's Akins Manley.
Good for Akins. Nice run right up there.
So, a 29-yard touchdown run. By Akins Manley. And the extra point will come.
That's why they drove.
James Reeves, snap, touch, kick is up. And kick is good. Timeout on the field, 2:37 is all we've got left in this one. We'll be back. Stratford trails Fellowship Christian 42-14. We'll be back.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest at Stratford Academy. And with 2:40 to go here in this half, 2:37, Akins Manley gets a 29-yard touchdown run for the Stratford Eagles and their backups on the field, and the extra point is good, and it's 42-14, and they will kick it away to the Paladins with 2:37 to go. Kick is going to go out of bounds, and that's going to move the ball up in the possession, and that's where Fellowship Christian will take over. And that was Murphy Reeves back late, back on the field, and that's going to move it up to the 35-yard line. So 2:09 and the clock rolls as we're into a running clock now here this second half. And we go to 120 seconds left in this one.
You going to watch any football tomorrow?
I got some work to do at the old office and get through with that hopefully around 1 o'clock-ish. Run a couple of errands and then hopefully get home about 3. Take care of the dogs, get them happy and fat, and they'll get ready to lay on the couch. And I'll put my T-shirt on and my flip-flops and kick back.
All right. So
at 3:30.
So let's talk about pizza for a minute.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what. There's one pizza place in town that has always been my go-to pizza place, and they're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to mention them. But over the last 3 weeks, I have had Marco's probably 4 times, and my God, do they have good pizza.
They do, and you can find out yourself if you'll come join us on Thursday nights at Marco's Pizza at 2910 Riverside Drive in Macon. It's our Thursday night talk show on the deck, and it's going to be nice on the deck now that the weather's changed every Thursday night from 6:30 to 8:30. We'll be there, and we're going to talk a little high school football on Thursday night. We're going to talk a lot of college football on Thursday nights. We'd love for you, if you're in the Macon area, to come join us on a Thursday night.
And the first 200 people, Russell Deese will buy them food.
Under center with 17 seconds to go in this one. Don't forget, we'll archive it up soon as it's over, so you can go back and watch the replay. We'll get ready for our post-game wrap-up show. We call it the Final Verdict, presented by Lester Miller, your attorney at law. And when we come back, we're going to, before we do that, let's go to our Pawn Max of Macon player of the game. And I tell you, we've had a lot of guys to look at for this Fellowship Christian Paladins football team tonight. But I would say he had touchdown runs of 1 yard. He had another touchdown run of 15 yards and had one of 5 yards, and he crossed the goal line 3 times. And that is the quarterback, number 7, Eli Hildebrandt, for the Fellowship Christian Paladins, and he is our Pawn Max player of the game, John.
I didn't even get a vote.
Sure you did. You just nodded your head.
I didn't even get a vote.
Who's your vote?
I vote for him.
Okay.
He was good.
Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back and get the final verdict on this one live from the Eagles Nest in North Bibb County right after this.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
It's time for the post-game wrap-up. Let's head back to the stadium and get the final verdict on this one, presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law.
And welcome back. It's time for the final verdict on this game, presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law. And tonight it was all Fellowship Christian. They scored once at 2:42 in the first on a 1 yard run by our Pawn Max player of the game, Eli Hildebrandt, the quarterback. made it 7-0. Then they had a 25-yard touchdown pass from Hildebrandt, and that led him extra point was no good, made it 13-0, and that was on the final play of the first period. They scored again on an interception on a pick six by Kyle Elpick, made it 20-0. Then they got a safety with 1:26 to go in the half, made it 22-0, and then they scored again with 33 seconds left as Eli Hildebrandt got his second score of the night from 15 yards out, made it 28-0. He started the third period right where he left off on a 5-yard run with 10:06 to go in the third, made it 35-0. And then Murphy Reeves with 6:27 finished the scoring for the Paladins on a 24-yard touchdown run. They led 42-0, 5:05 to go in the third. Dale Sykes, the quarterback for the Stratford Eagles, finally broke a tackle and came up this near sideline, took it 79 yards. Stratford finally had something on the board with the extra point being good, made it 42-7. And then to finish the night at the 2:40 mark, Akins Manley took it 29 yards for Stratford with 2:40 left, 42-14. And that is your final verdict on this game from Stratford Academy. John Kosader, your thoughts on this game here tonight?
Fellowship Christian, obviously a pretty good football team. By the time you get into the third quarter, the one thing that Stratford's probably hoping, nobody gets hurt in this game. They had some players nicked. It looks like everybody's going to be okay.
Going to come out of it.
Yeah, and that's the key. When you're playing a team that's physically stronger than you want to get out of the game with that injury, because Stratford's got a lot of football to play this year, Russell.
Yep, they do, and they've got some good crosstown rivalry matchups left to come, and big games around tonight. Hoco and Veterans was tight. Looked like Peach County was finally pulling away. We never got a score on Brookstone and FPD. Tatnall was off. Mount LaSalle's was ahead of Greene County. Don't know what happened between Central and Northeast tonight. Rutland went down last night at Ed DeFore in their game. What else? Warner Robins and Colquitt didn't have anything else
Nothing
on
that either.
Nothing on that. So scores coming late, and our game is finishing rather early in the great scheme of things at only about 10 minutes till 10. Well, that's going to wrap it up from the Eagles Nest here in Macon, Georgia. Congratulations to the Paladins from Fellowship Christian and Al Morrell, their coach, and their players, our Paul Max player of the game, Eli Hildebrandt, and well-deserved for him. Want to remind you, Monday night, Macon Touchdown Club, Bobby Lamb, the head coach of the Mercer University Bears, will be our keynote speaker. Thursday night, we'll see you at Marco's Pizza, 2910 Riverside Drive, 6:30 to 8:30. John Kosader, myself, Marco Quinn, talking plenty of high school and college football with you on the deck at Marco's Pizza. You'll see that stream live on Facebook. For everybody, don't forget, we'll also archive this game up. You can go back and watch it when you get home. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, bookmark our network site, DSBNsports.com. We'll see everybody Thursday night. See you tomorrow night, Monday night at the Macon Touchdown Club. Dogs in Notre Dame by Auburn Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies tomorrow. Two good ones, 3:30 on till about 1 o'clock or midnight. We got some great football coming. That's going to do it. Our time is up. We thank you for yours. See you Thursday.